Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Angels in Eastern. Well, we're still on the same day as last time. We left off pretty much where we left off, and this industry is being a bit of a pain to switch. In the meantime, though, we've got our 2 trains heading east, 3 trains heading east, 1 train heading west, and a big mess to clean up near Elam. In fact, if we go over, let's go take a look at that mess again. Yeah, sometime before we got this railroad, put the head-on between an empty pulpwood train and a passenger train. So we're going to see if we can go do something about that. We have, of course, have our wrecking car right here. And we've got a fully loaded engine, so if the table is set, and it is set, at least get it out and get ready. And then we'll see about getting those passenger cars out. We even have some space now, still have some stuff getting fixed. Shouldn't be too much longer though. Oh, and this one engine. So we'll get this sent out to clean the wreck, and then we'll have to take care of that freight train first. All right. Hope everyone's having a good day so far. A bit hot here. In fact, hopefully you can't hear my, my AC going next to me. According to OBS, you can't. So we're gonna go with that. It's actually not too hot today. Yesterday was a lot worse. Okay, so we need to set a couple handbrakes. Okay, and then after this has come in, we will tell it to pick up these cars. For whatever reason, the big 410 takes a while to load in. But once it's got these cars, it can proceed on to Alarka Junction and pick up all those coal cars we pulled out of the mine earlier. No handbrakes. What was I thinking? Now again, if we look at our goals, we're pretty close to reaching Whittier. We're serving all the open industries. We don't have everything at Tier 3 yet, and we have not yet paid off the whole debt. Right now, we still have about 12,000 in loan. If we can avoid buying new equipment, we should be able to do it. And it helps if we scrap some stuff, because we can get money from scrapping. For those who are confused, we have Lego Man's Scrapalachia mod. And also the used equipment mod, which means we can buy stuff to go scrap, and we've done that. There are, I think, 3 cars on the 2nd train, which is going to come all the way to Bryson tonight. And yeah, you just come out to... Well, I can't remember. Did I put... That's right, I forgot to set this up last time, so you're actually going to make a couple stops on the way. Let's see if we can pick up some passengers going the other way. But you will be a bit, so let's come back and see if we can get this bit of switching sorted out. That one's going to the interchange, but these two are not. So, somehow we ended up with like alternating cars, which is really annoying. Go get these cars, and then we'll pull them back and we can do some picking. I like picking. Yeah, we'll just drag this car for a bit. I don't think any harm will come from that. What could possibly go wrong? That was a bit early. I'm a very careful kicker. I don't do the same. I don't do the chaos kicks like, say, Hyce. Is this uphill? Oh, there's a bit of an incline there. As long as everything makes it. Oh, well, technically it made it, but we should probably shift those up anyway. Be nice. Don't want to block the road. Oh, and then I've got another train to adjust. In this warm weather, folks, remember to drink your water. What do you mean you're on the ground? Who's on the ground? Where did you go on the ground? Why are you on the ground? Oh! You're on the ground because you're coupled into a train that's on the ground. That makes sense. Got me worried there for a second. I'm sure there's going to be more cars soon. For now, just come back. Sort you out later. In the meantime, get more waypoints to it. So 10. I only sent this one as far as Topton, but it needs to go all the way to Bryson. I think the reason I only sent it to Topton is because... yeah, see, some of the stuff has bad bearings. So now we will have you... I think you're going to need water, so we'll clear you to the far end of Nantahala. Last 3 cars are getting scrapped, but the rest actually has to go to Bryson. Passenger train is up there. Freight train is there. And I think I actually told it to go to a waypoint here. Just in case we put a flare down. And now let's go check on this. Yep, okay, so you're there. It's gonna take a while for them to get everything ready to roll. Yeah, see, this stuff is munched. Can I even get up to the engine to re-rail it? Or am I gonna have to take that separately? Let's find out. No. Went for a swim there. Maybe if I do this. Or maybe I'll have to do like a very strategic teleport. Am I not on the ground? Now I should be on the ground. I think that's going to do it. And you're moving. 12 is parked. 34 is stopped for a fusee, so it wasn't waypointed. So you need to go get your cars. Yeah, there's another one up at the mine. We're not going to bother with that one. Oh, and I also need to clear your fusing. I think I'll probably have this train meet the other train on the plane. Of interest. What do you have people to? You just have people to... Okay, well... Is there going to be anyone at Almond who needs to go to Andrews? If so, and I can fill that caboose, I will tell not to bother anyone else. Yeah, so we'll just tell it to stop there. Yeah, I think this episode's going to be a less action, more talk. There's not a whole lot of switching left at the moment. But that's alright. Last episode was full of switching. And I'm actually not sure how the makeup of our train is as far as loads versus empties. It looks like it's mostly loads at the front. Not entirely, but mostly. There we go. So now you go back to the train. And yeah, pretty much all this is going to the interchange. Though, as noted, anything that's not marked is going to interchange. It's just got no destination. That is something which is... we repaired for another railroad, but we didn't actually get paid for it. They just expected us to do it at our own cost, which is rather upsetting. And then we just got these two boxcars, which probably do need to fill up this time. I'm going to be optimistic. I'm going to set one of these to go to Whittier. That's going to be a lot of repair parts. Nice thing is, once one of the cars up at Bryson empties out, we can send it over to Scrapalachia for reload. Because if you look, we get repair parts for scrapping stuff. It's not a huge amount. Might be more once we get more stuff over there to scrap. And I think I decided I'm not scrapping the Skookum, even though I never use it. I'm just not going to use it. It's too cute to scrap. Alright. Head to siding at McLean. Once we get to Whittier, I might try timetabling our regular passenger train. You're also going to need water, but the main freight's coming through first, so I'm going to have you hold there. And I'm not going to try fishing out the one car at Hewitt. Or the one car at Graham County. We'll save those. So in the meantime, let's take a quick look over here at Andrews and see if we need any more switching. Well, that all needs to go get repaired. There's one there, but there might be more if we wait. Those will empty out in a bit. Guess we can at least tell you to get on the correct side. Actually, yeah. Maybe for now I'll just tell you to come down here. There might be something worth grabbing. And now let's go to Nantahala and wait for everything to show up and cause messes. So this is going to be the helper going back up. 34 is going to need a helper going up Red Marble. Just straight up, it will. I'm calling it now. 10, which is coming on down the hill, is going to go to Bryson, overnight there, and we'll assemble a train for it in the morning. And of course we have our passenger train. It's heading on up. And we're going to have our record train there. And we don't have anything that needs to come down yet. Those are log cars, but we don't have anywhere to send them. And I mean, we just have like one car ready to go back. It can go back tomorrow. We do have some stuff that needs to get over to Ela and Andrews, or not Andrews, but Ela and Whittier. But of course we have to clean out all that. And again, we've got some stuff we're waiting to fix. If we look at Bryson, engine's gonna take another 6 hours, but the other car should be done sooner. Looks like one of them just finished up. And of course we got some random stuff that's just sitting around. Take manual control of you for now. Once you're watered up, we'll send you, I think, Wesser. I think Wesser is where we can do a meet. Overshot. Fortunately, it's not a long train, and it doesn't take too long to recharge the air. Yeah, it should be fine on coal for now. And of course, while we're here, oil bearings. The stuff that is absolute garbage. And then everything else too. One nice thing about this, they don't simulate having to grab a hammer and force some of these bearing covers open. Ask me how I know that's what you have to do sometimes. We never changed that. One sec. One of the customization mods changed all that to lowercase. It's kind of annoying. So you head there. And then we'll have the 55 bigots with turn. Just water, though. It's got more than enough coal. Some excursion line beat that poor excursion car to death. Probably has enough water too, but with red marble, you never know. Now, I think I've mentioned this before. The plan for Railroader is to add a maintenance of way update. So what that means is you're going to actually have to pay to maintain your track, and I think even run special trains with maintenance supplies. They're also going to change up a few of the industries. They're going to change up how Hewitt is. They're going to add an interchange here at Almond. I think they're going to add a freight house there too. A few other changes. The Bryson to Fontana is now just going to go to Alarka. There'll be a separate milestone to Almond and then another one to Nantahala. Now, all that's really nice, but it's going to be a bit of a pain on this map. So I think my plan is I'm just going to try and get through this as fast as we can. Which means I'll probably like play a few days without streaming. Like the lesser important days. And then I'm also going to maybe do an extra stream over the weekend because I'll be around for it. 34 is still struggling to get here, so I think what I ought to do... We're gonna drop a flare there. And that just gets it out of the way. Yeah, 43's leaving Almond, which means it's going to be here really quick. So, I mean, Almond's just right over here. You can see we've upgraded to that Pacific that we fixed. This is the P43. I think this is meant to be the USRA one. And the other one's like a blend of an Erie and a Southern one. Not a lot of passengers right now, but we did add another car as well. Let's wait and see who gets to this end first. Pretty sure it's going to be the passenger train. Once these two have made their meet, we'll see if the wreck train's ready to come back and we can start moving things around. Passenger train is just coming up. And it is on regular AI mode. It's just going and going and going until it hits a QZ. Yeah, freight train is still pretty far off. So, bit of an unscheduled delay here. This is actually kind of nice for a thumbnail. Here comes the freight train. Why is a railway? That's an excellent question, Celestial. I guess because people were tired of dragging their wagons through the mud. Now, I'm pretty sure these trains, well, it's the AI, so you never know. They might have collided head-on. Probably they would have just found themselves staring nose to nose if I hadn't stopped this one. Oh. Did I put your waypoint here? Why are you trying to go down the main line? Sometimes the AI doesn't make much sense. I guess that's why it's called AI. You know, the artificial part. And since the passenger train will wait for a passing train, we'll pull the fusee. But we'll have to manually throw the switch. Waypoint mode will automatically throw switches, but just running mode will not. Well, we're long enough to... Yeah, we should fit. Yeah, we fit. That could have been interesting. set a waypoint. Set a waypoint there, just so that you keep moving. And then we'll teleport to Wesser and set another waypoint there. Even though you're probably actually going to be fine. There will be a stop at Almond because a couple of people want to get off there. Passenger train is moving, just to make sure all our other switches are lined. Yes, yes, yes. No, it wasn't. That's interesting. Yes, we're all good. In the meantime, I've gotten word that our train is ready to come back from the bridge. So we're going to cut in the air and bring it back to the yard. So these are the larger cars. These are the Osgood Bradleys. They're about twice as heavy, it's worth mentioning. Well, maybe not twice, but they're a lot heavier. They do haul 24 extra people. I think what we might do, we'll see, is we'll keep 4 and scrap 1. So let's take a quick look. If we go to our equipment, so the open platform cars are 60,000 pounds, roughly. We got those. Oh, that's terrible, Celestial. Terrible luck. Oh, well, I guess it's after you cross the finish line, right? Or as you did it, as long as you crossed. There was one time where I was playing, and I think I got blue. I was second place, but then first place crossed the finish line, so the blue shell nailed me. And then I got hit by a bullet bill and knocked off the side into a lava pit. And then I think I got hit by a star, too. So I went from 2nd to 11th right in front of the finish line. It was... yeesh. Okay, yeah, these cars are more than twice as heavy as the open-air cars, so we'll keep 4 of them. And I'm forgetting that there's a speed restriction on towing dead equipment. You should probably go extra slow now. Oh no. Poor Rosalina. Eh, a couple Lumas, she'll be fine. Someone was taking care of the bearings, though. That's good. And if we take another look, yeah, engine is toast, the tender is toast. 1, 2, 3. 4 of them are completely toast, and 1 is only mildly toast. So I think we'll scrap that. And then we'll see if we can save the others. Yeah, that wasn't fun. It's also been a while since I played Mario Kart, though. You didn't stop at Almond. Why didn't you stop at Almond? Does waypoint mode not stop? I don't know. I think I'm just gonna have to tell him to go back. I care about my passenger rating, damn it. Darn it. Alright. And then after that, I'll just have to use the regular mode. You know, freight train's actually made it to Lesser. It's just gonna have to wait there though, because it won't be able to get into the siding at Almond. Out of interest, is the car Almond ready to go? Nope. Don't think I've seen that clip. But it does sound like something that would happen in Mario Kart Wii. Yes. So we should get on the shoving end. Did I? No. Of course I didn't. Markers! Okay, just around the corner, then we'll be good. Yeah, I thought waypoint mode did the station stop, but for some reason this time it didn't. Other switches. I can't place flares on the map, I can only clear them. This is a map mod, by the way. A map enhancer, I think. Hey, you're afraid 35. And then we'll drop a fusee there. Probably have to make 2 stops. This way we can get the helper on. You'll have enough water. The rescue train is still slowly making its way to Bryson. Nothing really going on at Andrews. But since we'll skip time a little bit once we get to, or the passenger train gets to Andrews, there probably will be after that. I usually skip about an hour and a half forward. So, you know what? Let's just, maybe mic off and ASMR this for a bit. Gotta take a moment out of the ASMR to call out that tree that's in the water. Is that supposed to be there? I feel like it would have died after the lake flooded. There's our other train. So we're gonna tell you, I think you can get all the way to Larka before I have to oil you up again. That's gonna take a while anyway. And in the meantime, our rescue train is just getting back in. And we'll speed it up a little bit. I think we can get everything back into the yad. And for those who don't know about it, Scrapalachia is right here. This is next to the Y in Bryson. We've got... That's loading up on scrap metal. These are things we are scrapping. We bought... Well, that one we recovered, but this one we bought. This was at like 7% when we bought it. See, it's still got 82%. So that number will go down as it gets scrapped. That's how much it's worth to scrap, that's how much it's worth to sell. We bought it for about that much, I think, actually. So we should be able to make money by scrapping this. This thing, honestly, we're mostly just scrapping it so I can demonstrate scrapping. And because I didn't think we were going to need another hopper, but I might come to regret that decision. Note that you don't get paid immediately, you get paid as things are scrapped. So it occurs over time. And also, in case you didn't know, I don't have a Discord, but I am with the Midland 1072 Productions Discord. I am in there on occasion. And there is now a content notify for me. So if you want to be notified of my future streams or videos or anything like that, hop into Midland 1072 Productions Discord and click the Bandan Content Notify. And also click the Midland 1072 Productions Content Notify, which I guess is just the Midland Content Notify, so you can also be informed of what he's up to, because he does a lot of cool stuff too. Quite possibly cooler than what I'm up to. He also talks about what the East Broadtop is up to, and that's honestly, like, the coolest. So I think what we're gonna do for the moment here is drag this back, we'll at least get this stuff to the front end. And maybe we'll take it all the way down here. And then we'll start sorting out where things go. I'm gonna put the engine in the engine house for the time being. Which I know might seem like a strange concept. Yep. Oh, yes. That was what. That's true. Sometimes he does blow up cylinders in Derail Valley. It's been a while since I played Derail Valley. My computer is honestly not the strongest for it. It works, but it's not the strongest, and I don't think it would like trying to stream it. Of course, I also might just need better internet. It's hard to tell sometimes. Hmm. Oh, I forgot that. Brakes back on. Right. Let's actually hook the air hoses now, shall we? I don't know if we can actually fit all 4 cars there. I guess we'll find out. But we need to set this to overhaul at Bryson. Technically it's due in a lot longer, but that's one of my conditions is if we keep it, we gotta overhaul it. Yeah, I think we're only getting 3 cars in here. At least if we want to access the other track we are. So what we're gonna do... What we're actually going to do, we're going to leave that there for a second. We're going to grab this car. We'll take it over to Scrapalachia. Which will be a moment, because the passenger train just showed up. But once we've advanced time for the passenger train, all these cars should be ready to go out. So we'll shuffle them over here, and then we can get the last passenger car sorted out. Ready to go back out. Now when setting to the scrap line, I don't mind if we like damage it even more by going over speed. So, flat turnout. I'll add... this is the only mod I know of that works with Unity Mod Manager and adds track. I think most of the other ones use Rail Loader. Alright, so you, for now... Go here. Oh wait, it's not gonna work, is it? What we need to do grab the train. Probably didn't get emptied entirely. Pull it forward, shove it back. Pull it forward to clear the switch, then shove it back. And that'll also tell me where the fusee ought to go. I think I just ran over it. So we'll shove the passenger train back here to get it out of the way. And then we'll go turn our engine. Bonk. Funny background event. We smacked this car a bit hard. I mean, it was dead anyway, but nonetheless. Now you actually need to be over here. If we're going to put this thing in the shop, the first thing we need to do is get it to the shop. Now, it doesn't say how long it's going to take to scrap. At least I don't think it does. Now. Also going to reassign this car. So now we'll just have to take it over there instead of sending it all the way back over Red Marble. While we're at it, we're going to reset that. So it'll be ready for the outbound. Oh, the worst passengers waiting. And just to look on the map. Okay, you're there. You're coming up on your next stop. So we might have a few things to do at once again. Come back. You come back and grab you. What's a red and why are so many marbles it? I mean, red's a color. If you don't know that, then I think you need to go back to kindergarten. But I'm not sure what's with all the marbles. Maybe it just really likes round objects. Let's head to Nantahala for a moment. Yep. Around behind the mountain. Set you. You set. Bit late for... Yeah, I think he'll make it up the mountain with that much water. Because really, it only has to make it up the mountain. Once it's over the other side, it's all downhill from there. Okay, here we are. Are done. Now we need to cut out an MUU. And I think we just tell you to head to Andrews. Put the waypoint up there somewhere. And now, both engines should work. Yeah. And we'll save. Shouldn't need to worry about them for a bit. What you do need to worry about is you. Need to get you turned around. Yeah, overshot a little bit. Fortunately, we don't need to perfectly center the engine. And how convenient, I was actually still in the cab. Now, one thing I am looking forward to in the next Railroader update, they're changing the way the turntables work so you can actually do it remotely. There'll either be a slider, or I think they're actually going to do a point and click, kind of like what Century of Steam promised, which is you click one end of the table, you click the track you want it to connect to, you're done. It just does it. Which is a bit nicer than trying to do it this way. I'd say Loco Shortline Operations, which is separate from this game, had it the worst. It's one of those, you push it until you're at the track you want, and then you try and stop it with no locking whatsoever. Except the turntable would just keep spinning. You could never get it to actually stop. It was heckin' annoying. And of course, it's too. You can't just re-rail something either. It's so annoying. There's a reason I stopped playing that game. It's kind of funny and janky if you've got friends, but by yourself, it's a mess. But meanwhile, I think we can tell you to get in there. Now let's go look at 10. Ben's gonna have to go up to Hemingway and wait for the passenger train, really. Because I don't think it can get to Bryson before we finish turning the train, passenger train, and there's nowhere else to meet. That's actually... Oh, that's right, we stopped to fill up water. That's why it's got so much more water than coal. Oh, and of course, once this thing's fixed, we're gonna have to water and coal it, because it has none. Same with this guy. Yeah, those cars are gonna take a while and consume a lot of repair parts. Fortunately, we've got a lot of repair parts for them to consume. And I need somewhere to put you, actually. And now I've got you on the wrong side, so there's not really a good spot. Because you don't fit there. Actually kind of annoying. I guess the thing to do and then we'll take the table and we'll just shove you into that guy. And then that'll become the new home for this car. Or I could put you on the Y, but I might actually need that at some point. Shove you back and get you loaded up for the next trip. We are already getting passengers. Quite a few of them, actually. Missed. Like I said, I will be happy once we get the new turntable controls. That's fine. And now you come over here. And the passenger train... What is the passenger? What's the passenger train do? Oh. It's stopping at the depot. But actually, I do want you to clear that switch. Then we'll make the depot stop. I don't know how we're going to make the depot stop. I didn't even realize the depot was going somewhere. But we'll make it the depot stop. And also, while we're at it, we're going to do 6 15-minute increments. Because each time we're probably going to get some more passengers. So 1. Oops, wrong button. I guess we'll do 1 1-hour increment and 2 15-minute increments. Still gonna get a decent count in here. But yeah, the 15-minute increments seem to get you as many passengers as one an hour-long increment. And you just need to go. Highball. And if we look, freight train is slogging up over red marble still. Nothing else really to switch here. But our Andrews engine is going to be ready to do some switching pretty quick too. First we'll get this set up. We want to move these cars over to here. And that way they can go on the next outbound train. And then this thing can fit on the repair track. I guess we can really just start assembling our outbound train. Once the inbound train gets here, we can assemble that as well. And I think I'll probably skip tomorrow in-game, or at least skip the first part of it, because it's going to be more or less the same as all the other days, with the exception that I think I upgraded... Yeah, Snowbird's going to be Tier 5 tomorrow, so... Which really just means there's going to be even more switching. I think everything else, except for Robinson Gap, I'm going to leave at Tier 3. This one I'm going to take up to Tier 5 as well. And of course, we still have a few things that we still need to work up to Tier 3. Oh yeah, and I'm taking Falcon Limestone up to Tier 5 as well for some reason. Now we'll shove that back there. And then honestly, we'll probably just let these cars sit and just grab them all tomorrow. We don't really need this track for anything. In the meantime, though, how are things doing here? Is there anything to grab on this end? No. Alright, we will let the decapod grab cars up there. Not a lot heading to the interchange for managers, but that's not a bad thing. Our road freight has made it past Graham County. We'll just put you up here for now. Yeah, actually, what cars are coming in? We've got freight house. We got 2 for the Bryson freight house. The cars for Walker, which I'll just let the logging mic take those up. So actually, I think we just need to drop the scrap cars by the engine house and take the rest. Might have been a little spicy for that track. Might as well top off with water. You're almost ready. Hope everyone has good plans for 4th of July. I don't have any plans for 4th of July. It's kind of nice. At least if you're Americans, I hope you have good plans for 4th of July. The rest of the world, it's just kind of a day. Alright, how far do you need to go? I guess if I take you up to about there, you're probably fine. And just shuffle these cars over there. Take that, and take those, and head for the interchange. Let's put our engine thing up, that way we can switch back and forth fairly easily. Alright, come on. Freight train is at Topton. It's at the summit. It's almost there. Oh, and also in case anyone's wondering, I did try streaming the game Infinite Rails, and I forgot to have my mic on for about the first hour. I didn't notice it was off. Oops. I might stream it again in the future, but I'm going to wait for them to add a little bit more to the game. I think he said in a couple weeks, or the developer said in a couple weeks they should have a big update. Do something else real quick. Just realized that the cars that need to go to the freight house engine needs to be on a different track. So we're gonna actually tell you to get back out of the way. We're gonna select you, move your waypoint to there. Maybe there. And that way you'll be where you need to be and you'll be there. Because otherwise, in order to get to the freight house, you have to do this big zigzaggy and then get back to the pulpwood cars. And big zigzaggy just seems pointless. And there's an easier way to do it. And we can clear the fusee. Yep, get your other cars, and then we can hit the interchange. And the big train is over the hill and on the downgrade. Yay! And then we're now an hour and a half into the stream. How do I know that? Well, for one, I've got this thing on OBS that tells me I've been streaming for an hour and a half. And for two, I've cycled through my entire streaming song list. I did decide to put them into a defined order. Try and reduce the odds that we're going to get stuff, like, jumbled up a few in a row. I don't know. It's kind of nice. Kind of not. I'll play with it. I do like starting with this particular song, though. Alright. I'm gonna shove this stuff into the far left tracks. Or maybe that's the far right tracks? I guess it depends which end of the yard you're looking at. we're gonna go back and watch 10 for a bit, so that's gonna take a bit. But you're just gonna do the are you just gonna do the shove anyway? Fine, if you want to be stubborn. Yeesh. In that case, I'll pull you out. And get ready to grab cars. At least the crew had somewhere nice to sit. Probably got a good view. Oh, and I hope we get some more buildings. These ones are a little generic. If you're gonna do that, just put the waypoint back there. How far scrap do you? 46%? Don't think it's gonna finish tonight. And yeah, this is stuff I bought just to scrap. Because again, when I bought it, the purchase price was less than the scrap value. And actually significantly less. Oh, and these things change every time you click. Big train is at Roto. Passenger train is probably halfway to Almond. And these also go into the scrap line. Scrap line's actually pretty long. They gave you a lot of space for scrapping stuff. We're gonna need it when we scrap that pulpwood train. And I think we are gonna scrap it because we just don't need that many pulpwood cars, especially the metal ones that are heavier. If you go to the purchase menu, there's two types of pulpwood car. This is This is the one the Rex train is made up. This is the one we normally use. So 17 tons empty, 23.5 tons empty. That's a big difference, especially when red marble is involved. And they carry the same amount, so they carry the same amount, they cost the same. There's really not any reason to use this one instead. Alright. Go grab these cars, and then you can head up to Walker. What's Bryson doing on repair parts? I don't think these cars are going to be enough. Well, maybe. It's going to be close if it is. Because, of course, we also got all that. It might be enough. Of course, we also have another engine to fix from the wreck, so... You just kind of go up there. We can service this engine when we get back. And pulpwood only goes to lower Walker. I think means, well, either of these tracks. But that's more or less gonna wrap that up. So let's head to Andrews and get this engine finished off, and then get the freight put away. The big train. Engine is in reasonably good condition. We'll just park it up here. Don't need to fill up these tracks. I'm gonna put you down on the way. So we're gonna need space. When the passenger train comes in, I want to give it a good touch-up. And for that, we are going to need all the tracks open. Yeah, Andrews needs more repair tracks. I've said it before, and I'll be saying it until they add more. And now we wait. We don't have to wait long, but there will be a little bit of waiting. And I think I actually do have to take out more money. Which is annoying. I'm trying to not take out money. But it's like 3,900 for those repair parts cars we're sending out. Although, to be honest, I think at this point we don't even need to load. Yeah. We're gonna sell you at Andrews. Just gonna clear that. We've already got like 3 or 4 cars. And we're gonna have a local source, and we're almost done repairing things, so... yeah. If it really gets bad, we can buy more, but let's not spend money we don't need. Not when we can instead pay down the debt. Never actually noticed that the bell on this thing is offset. It's kind of wacky. I guess it's because they needed space for it. Passenger train. Passenger train is just at Almond. And just to make sure, yeah, it's not like stalled at Almond or anything. Oh, well now I've just overshot. I guess what we'll do then is we'll just take it all the way in. I was gonna cut off the one engine, but I guess not. We'll put it on the far tracks. Oh, but I forgot, I need a caboose. We'll take care of you when we get back, I promise! The heart will go on! But we do actually, like, need to get the whole train in there. Dump it. I'm going to set the handbrakes on the cars that won't instantly despawn. We'll have to manually delete those. Oh, and those cars don't actually go there. I forgot about that. No, we will kick those up the line. And do something with them later. I don't think I have to worry about these rolling too far. It's all downhill and we'll just roll back into the yard. You have to worry about them rolling back into the yard, mind you. And 10's at its waypoint. I don't know if those are going to clear the switch. I don't think I kicked them hard enough. Now, so you grab that. Let's go tell 10 to go home. Actually, what I can do... Got 2 engines. Let's be somewhat smart about this. Stick those onto that, and this can go drop off the pulpwood. And then that one can go take care of the boost. I don't think this is what you call thinking with portals, but it is a little bit of smart thinking. Actually, heck, for that matter, just come up here, drop those cars, and then go. You not shift? Why did you not shift? And now you can grab these cars. But I think once this caboose hits the depot, we're going to call it a stream. It's starting to get kind of late. And most of the rest of it is just some boring technical detail stuff. Alright, let's see if this thing's smart enough to do it this way. There we go. Yeah, as our caboose heads to Andrews, I think we're about ready to call it a stream. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all have a good not Thanksgiving. Well, some things to be thankful for anyway. Good for Independence Day in the US. Just plain old 4th of July for everyone else. Stay safe. Don't blow your hands up with fireworks. I've got 2 and I intend to end up with 2. As I said, I'll probably try and stream again this weekend, just so we can get this map played through before they drop the big right-of-way update, or maintenance-of-way update, and make this whole thing a lot harder. What? No. No. Go that way. Alright, well, while the AI tries to figure out how it's going, thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time.